Hello guys, how's it going? So, if somebody were to ask me before taking the Bible class, how would I define a parable? I will tell a short story and just tell them that it's trying to explain a situation to somebody by explaining a story that could be nice or have the message, kind of funny message or something. Yet now that I've been reading a little bit more the Bible and how Dave explained on the videos that parables have a purpose, have a message that could be going both sides. The main purpose is for it to find it offensive or offending somebody by the action taken by that person. Um, Luke 10:25 to 37 on the three world presentation. I would say the three roles are: number one, temptation; number two, avoiding, not helping our neighbor; and our third is helping each other out. So on Luke 10:20 from 25 to 37, we find that Jesus is being tested. So does the tempter present himself as the devil? Could be the question. I will say nope. He presented himself as a lawyer, somebody that has some knowledge of who Jesus was, and it says right here that a lawyer stood up to test Jesus, and he even called him teacher. He said, "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" And in one of the videos, Dave had explained that Jesus would answer questions with questions. And here's what he answered. "What is written in the law? What do you read in there?" He answered, "You should love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." And he said to him, "You have given the right answer. Do this and you will live." So here the lawyer was trying to, try to have Jesus give him a different answer, probably to use it against him, try to prove a point he had. Yet when Jesus replied, "You have given the right answer. Do this and you will live," the lawyer wasn't happy with the answer. So he went again and asked him, "And who is on it? And who is my neighbor?" So Jesus replied with the parable. The parable was that the first one was: a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell into the hands of robbers, who stripped him and beat him and went away, leaving him half dead. So right here he expresses a little bit of the historical um, information that we can see that during that time there was the Jewish and there's people from Jericho. So the priest could be considered a Jerusalem guy because he walked by the guy and saw him, but during that time they were considered like they couldn't help others, so it was either help themselves and their own rather than stopping and helping others. So the priest saw him, he walked away, and the Levite stopped, saw him, and he went around on the other side too. So right there we can see that people avoid. So we have seen temptation, seen people not helping, and at the end it says that a Samaritan saw him, and he actually stopped and helped him. He actually went and got some wine and oil and went over and tried to help him. It says right here that he took care of him and went back to an innkeeper and said, "Take care of him, and when I come back, I will repay you whatever more you spent." So he gave him money to the innkeeper. Like, this is the first action he did was taking care of him, and the second action was leaving it with somebody else. He wasn't taking care of her. He gave a innkeeper money to help him while he got back. So Jesus told the lawyer, uh, which of these three do you think was the neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robbers? So he was asking him a question, replying with a question, and the lawyer replied to him, the one who showed him mercy. Then Jesus said to him, God, go and do likewise. So tell him that the only way he could find eternal life was by him practicing the actions of the Good Samaritan. So going out there, helping his neighbor, helping, it doesn't matter what religion they are, or if they're rich or poor, it doesn't matter. To the eyes of God, everybody's the same. So they should help each other out. So during our time, we could say that there's a lot of homeless out there and everything, and we might even play with the role of one of these guys. We could either be the priest or the Levite. We see a homeless, probably walk around him. Yeah, there's always going to be a Samaritan who is going to go there and give him food or give him water. So we have to my understanding, we have to be good neighbors to each other and help us out every time we see each other.